Hello and welcome to another segment brought to you by Fast Education Consulting. I'm your host Ali Satchu, and in this video we will look at why I recommend diversity over a higher qualification such as a master's degree or a postgraduate program. fastedu.ca, inspiring great minds. Thank you once again for joining me, and in this segment we will look at a common dilemma that is often faced by international students and what I typically recommend based on my opinion. Canada has one of the highest per capita educated population, so you can imagine the need to be competitive and have a solid education foundation to have an amazing career. Oftentimes, we overlook the fact that we are getting an education for the purpose of being successful, and that there are really two ways a person can be assessed by an employer. The first way is based on their education background, mostly for entry-level positions and for that foot-in-the-door opportunity. And the second way is based on previous work experience for more senior type of roles. Now, we get tangled in the hype of further and further qualifications such as a master's degree or a graduate program, which is not necessarily always contributing to our end goal of success. Oftentimes we hear of overqualified people that can't seem to get their foot in the door because an employer is not willing to pay a higher salary. You may be applying for an entry-level position, however, won't get considered because of the assumption that you will demand a much higher salary because of your qualifications. My goal is to position you for success, and here's what I have to say. I find that individuals with a complementary qualification or an education that adds diversity to their background will have a better chance and be more attractive for an employer over someone who is deeply qualified, say, with a master's level of education. To some of you, that won't make any sense, so what do I mean when I say a complementary type of education? Take, for example, someone with a science background taking a business-related course, maybe someone with marketing background taking finance, or someone with a computer engineering background taking supply chain management. Not only will this individual offer multiple complementary skill sets to an employer, but I feel that the future is really about adding diversity to one's background. Beyond that, I think about when a particular field is having lackluster job growth, you can always fall back on your diversified skill set by landing a job in either of your complementary fields. Now, the other and probably more important reason to consider diversity over a higher education is related to the cost of a university bachelor program or a graduate program. There are many advantages that we have discussed in previous videos in and around a college program, such as smaller class sizes, hands-on practical education, but the one big advantage is the lower cost over a university degree. If you consider, for example, the cost of a bachelor degree over a 4-year period, it would cost an international student anywhere between $100,000 to $150,000 for specialty programs. A postgraduate MBA at the University of Toronto, for example, will cost close to $110,000 for tuition only. A college education averages around 13,000 Canadian a year for a 3-year program, bringing it to a total of around $40,000. This is just one aspect, and of course there are many more reasons to choose diversity and complementary education over a higher qualification, in my opinion. Colleges are designed to give you that foot-in-the-door opportunity by giving you hands-on career training. Give this a thought, and I hope this has been a useful segment to you all. I look forward to making more videos to make your transition to Canada as easy and as carefully thought out as possible. Until next time, fastedu.ca, inspiring great minds.